All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in for our monthly call. This is going to be, so anybody that's new, we have a monthly call for just our team. Anyone who's under, like, everyone who's in On Mission Nation, soon to be Nation. We will do these once a month because we'll go over like our team's goals, also promotions, top 10 volume, top 10 sponsoring. It's a great time to kind of come together and celebrate together. On top of just our weekly Sunday night calls. This Sunday will be Lavelle and Jenna Michelle. Jenna Michelle, I don't know if you guys know her, but she's actually, I think, Brittany Aldean's consultant. That's where she gets all of her products from. Her and Lavelle will be sharing this Sunday about their business, which will be super exciting. And then we will be texting you guys. I'll be messaging the group like when I messaged Boxer today about a DM call tomorrow. So anyone who's just promoted to DM, we'll do like an area one. So it's just basically like for promotions. It's kind of training that we're doing to take you guys to the next level without having to individually coach every single one of you, because that would take all month because our team's really big now. So this is also teaching you guys work smarter, not harder. So when your teams grow this size, you can know, everything's duplicatable. Hey, I'm just going to have those first couple days of calls to do with all the girls who are DM, all the girls who are in qual, all the things. Okay, first off, I want to paint a picture we're going to go over all of the in quals for DM, and I'm going to list everyone's names here so we can cheer after I share everyone's names. And then if I'm missing anyone, tell me. I went through my app and I had most of my leaders share with me their team's qualifications and all of that stuff. I do need to still work on consultant bonuses because I know there's a lot. So if we get done and you guys are like, hey, I wasn't on there, just yell at me. I'll write you down. I promise you it wasn't personal. I just have there's a lot in my app I have to scroll through. And while the sales build is running today, it wasn't the easiest as well. So, and then it will count as, oh, sorry, let me turn my volume up. Go ahead, Emily.
No, sorry, before you start, are you doing 2,500 or 1,000 as in qual?
I was just going to say that. Yep. So I'm going to be sharing on social media and monthly calls. Everyone who's technically in qualification for district manager is at 1,000. If you guys need to write this down, do, so you understand it. And it's on the source too, but I'll just explain it. Technically, if you do 1,000, you are in qual for district, but the next month you'd have to do 5,000. So you'd have to do the 6,000 in 2 months if your first month is anything less than 2,500. Give me a head nod if you understand. Okay. Now let's say your first month you do, not first month in the business, first month qualifying for district. Let's say your first month you do 2,500, you're getting that $100 bonus, and you have two options then. You can still finish in 2 months with 6,000, but that means the next month you just have to do 3,500. That's the math, right? Everyone understand that? Or you can do it in 3 months. Let's say if you fall short of that 3,500 in your second month, you can do 2,500, 2,500, 2,500. Does that make sense? 7,500 in 3 months. So your two options are 6,000 in 2 months and you're a DM, 7,500 in 3 months and you're a DM. That's for last month. That's why I'm sharing everyone who's at least at 1,000, because technically last month, if this month was a normal month, this is why it's kind of confusing. If this was a normal month, you'd have to do 5,000 to finish. But because the incentive for district managers is you only have to have 3,500, you kind of get a fresh start and you get your DM achievement kind of half off. So, does that make sense, everybody?
If I'm already in qual, does my goal change?
No. So because like Madison, for instance, I think she's at like 2,600. Any normal month, she'd need 3,400. So that is going to over trump, because she needs 3,400, over trump the 3,500 because it's less than what she needs for that 1 month qualification. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes.
So if you're at 1,000, well, you need 5,000. Just do 3,500 this month and you're a district manager. And you guys, I've only done this like 2 other times that I've been in Arbonne, and don't sleep on it. Start right now. Because when you are a district manager, you get a 6 to 8% pay raise. You get paid to shop in your own store. You get paid on what your team sells. And let's say your last month you did 5,000. I know a lot of people who either crushed it in one month or they got super, super close last month. So let's say they did 4,500, or let's say they did 5,000. The next month you couldn't just do 1,000 because that's not even DM maintenance. Does that make sense? You have to do 2,500 to be a DM. And then if there's months later on that you don't make it, they give you a PA account. Like, you're not just going to automatically lose your district manager because one month you don't sell 2,500, but our team doesn't even talk that way because we're just focused on growth, right? We don't even need to talk about maintenance. So basically, if you were to do 4,500 last month, you're like, oh, I just need 1,500 to do in 2 months. Well, you need to maintain your district too. So you would just need 2,500. You wouldn't have to do that 3,500. Everything starts over this month. The only thing that makes it a little bit different is if you were in qual last month, depending on what you need. So you can go to your upline for that too if you guys have questions, but hopefully that makes more sense for everybody. Hopefully I explained it a little bit easier for everyone to understand. Okay, so going off of that, I'm going to read everyone who was in qual for district manager at either 1,000 or 2,500 or anything in between, obviously. So in qual for DM, Brittany, and there's like a lot of Emily's, a lot of Brittany's, there's a couple Shania's. So hopefully I attach like last name abbreviations, whatever. Brittany P, Lindsay, Delaney, Jaslyn, Mariah H, Madison, Hannah F, Emily K, Courtney C, JC, Brianna B, Jordan C, Ashley R, Alexandria, Sydney C, Hannah F, I might have wrote you down twice, Shelby, Heather, Brianna S, Sydney C, Sydney Crystal or Creasel, I think. We have 2 different Sydney C's. So Azalea, Shantae, Larissa, Jade, Jocelyn, Jessica M, Alyssa M, Riley B, Brittany K, Morgan S, Kayla, Jen, Sophia, Caitlin B, Chancey, Lindsay B, Josie C, Bree D, Christy F, McKenna G, Madison H, Brittany K, Emily K, Cloud, or Claude, I think it's Claude, Alyssa M, Shania M, Kayla M, Marissa M, Kelsey N, Madison O, Madison P, Britton R, Ashley S, Hannah S, Lindsay S, Nicole V, Brittany W, Bridget J. So, y'all, am I missing anyone? Did anyone not hear your name and you know that you hit DM qual? So it took me a hot minute to do promotion. So that's why I did ask my leaders, y'all get them to me, because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is something you can write down too for you guys' future, like as a team, like what, how we're growing, just like Arbonne, it's cool to have that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. 58 people. Unreal. Okay. And if you guys are watching the recording and I left anybody out, message me and I'll do, and honestly, you guys, I can't post pictures for everyone. I honestly, quite frankly, don't even know if I follow all y'all on Instagram. If I don't, send me a DM and I'll follow you. But I will post basically, like in list form, and then you guys are, I can't tag everybody. That's going to take me all day. But if you guys see like my Instagram, just screenshot it and post it to your own story and like circle your name, like make it fun where you get to celebrate your success, because that is huge. That is huge because people are seeing that you are having success in your business. So, okay. District managers, new district managers. This was a little harder because it could have been where I looked at this month and I might have missed last month's qualifications to really see who would have finished. So for sure, if I'm missing anyone, like I said, it's not intentional. Just shoot me a message and I'll add you to the list. So Braden, Mariah S, Alexis C, Kristen L, Alicia J, Yarn, Ali C, Whitney B, Kelly, Marla, Emily H, Emma L, Remington, Emily Jensen, and Tabby. Am I missing anyone? I don't think so.
I went into Qual. Does that count for area?
Oh yeah, we're not there yet.
Oh,
This-
just kidding.
This is just DMs. Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
sorry.
get. You actually are a couple places, Jessa.
Oh, really? Super.
yeah. Just wait. You'll be excited. Okay, so we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 new district managers. You guys, that is insane. If you can go district, you can go nation. That is so exciting. So exciting. All right, area qual. Shania, Aspen, Kelly, Zoe. This is her second month of qual. Jessa, Morgan L, Emma L. Did I miss anyone? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 new areas in qual. And then dun da da da, region qual, Adrian, Riley, and Emily. Woohoo! So 3 regions in qual. You guys, we have some level 2 earners of the trip. Riley's in the trip. Emily's on the brink of it. I need to know where you guys are. I'm not checking everyone's trips every day. So if you just want to go to my trackers and then AIT, you can see what levels that you've earned. It might not, and the reason why I'm not doing that right now as well, because it might not show up that you've earned a level if you're waiting on a promotion, because promotions don't kick through until between the 8th and the 10th. So like you'll see on your app, if you've promoted to district manager, you're not going to see your app flip from consultant to district until that when the sales build is like completely done running, not on our website, but yeah, hopefully you get what that means. Okay, so we have DM milestone achievers. You guys know what that means. Riley, Emily, Allie, Adrian, Morgan, Zoe, Jessa, Maddie, Mallory. Am I missing anyone? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Amazing. AM, area manager, milestone achievers, Riley, Emily, Adrian, and Allie. Consultant.
Real quick, what do you have to be at for a DM milestone?
5,000.
Okay.
And sponsor. So to hit your DM, basically, I'm just going to say your DM bonus, you guys, is, I guess we're just in a, hang on. Shelby, it's not letting me admit her in. I don't know. It's like frozen. Okay. Well, I'm trying. Oh, there she is. So district manager bonus is you need 5,000 and you need 5 sponsored, just your team, new 150s. So that's anybody starting their business or being a preferred client, buying 150 or more. And you guys, when we say life change, that's what is considered like a life change, because they're actually starting with a few products that we know is going to help their skin or their health or something like that. So, and then and that's in your central as you go up. Yeah. And then area bonus is 20,000 in your central, and that's 10 people sponsored. And then region is 60,000. And I think you need 10 as well for that, maybe. Okay, consultant milestone achievers, that's basically people who consultant bonused. So when we say that lingo on Instagram, that's what it means. It's only showing me 10 on my end for top achievers. So I'm going to have to probably, I'm going to have to go through and see everyone who hit 2,500. So I still have yet that to do. There's probably going to be quite a few. But that's all good. Okay, now I'm going to share the screen with you guys really quick and show you our top volume achievers. So what they personally sold, and our top our top sponsors, people who sponsored, you know what I mean. And this is 150. So share my screen. Go ahead. Oh, does someone have a question? Maybe not. Can you guys see? Okay, this is top personal QV on our entire team. And this is top personal sponsoring. Jessa, I saw that smile. Yeah, girl, give yourself a pat on the back. So Amazing, you guys. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love just giving a little kudos to these people because they did. They leaned in and worked extra hard this month. Crap, I don't know how to stop sharing my screen. Oh, here we go. So great job, you guys. Seriously, like this has been so much fun. So much fun. It is so awesome to see not only the promotions and inquals and bonus earners and all of that, but my favorite thing to see is people like Jen Smith, who's not on our team, who's been in it for 2 years and promoted to district manager on close night. Like that is so cool. And also people who I know who started this business would probably say you can catch me in my grave before you see me doing a video on Instagram because of zero confidence. And now they are just showing their joy and their confidence and belief in themselves, all of that. That is my favorite thing to see, is to see you guys grow into people that are just confident, joyful, you have passion. And so I'm seriously so proud of each one of you guys. So our goal for this month, you guys, we changed 375 lives last month. Our original goal was 200. Maybe I said it really low, sorry. I don't think that was it though. I think you guys are just amazing. So our original goal was 200, then we upped it to 300, then we upped it to 400. And honestly, when somebody in our Voxer, I forgot who it was, said we should do 400, it kind of scared me a little bit, but look at how close we got. Like that is unreal. That is so cool. And to know each one of those people, we changed their life in some way. So I think this month, why not? Let's just set it to 400. It's scary. And I think with GTC, there was probably a little bit more volume than sponsoring, honestly, because let's face it, we all probably got an I Want It All set, right? So I think just keep focusing on those lives. You guys have personal goals for life change for yourself, but also as a team. I think that is really, really powerful. And I will say that in volume, just because I think this is fun to share at the end of the month. I don't like to share it during or in the beginning, like our goal is this many thousand, because we'll get there regardless if we keep focusing on lives. Just like when we did 137 2 months ago, that wasn't the month for us, but it didn't even bother me one bit because we were so on mission. So we finished with almost 300,000 last month. Yeah, in 1 month. That like blows me away. In Arbonne product, like that is just that's just like crazy to me. That is crazy. So it's so cool, you guys. And then also just to see how we are sitting as a team in the company, y'all, like when you might see my name like in the top 15 of the trip, like that's people, I don't like that they show names. They should show like team names for the trip, because it truly is a representation of you guys focusing on life change and staying on mission and focusing on people. Same with sponsoring, being top 10 in the company for that. Like that shows you guys where we're sitting as a team in the company, which is so something to celebrate. So I'm so freaking proud of each one of you. I don't care if you sold 3 boxes of Fizz. You know, you probably pushed yourself outside of your comfort zone to sell those 3 boxes of Fizz. So that's growth in itself. So I'm so proud of all of you guys. Do you guys understand? I'm going to open it up for questions, and then I'm going to end it with some things that I took from a SoundCloud call. Sarah Wilson's, of course, because I've listened to that call every day since I shared it with you guys. But some things that really stuck out to me, because I want to end it on a really encouraging, positive, let's go get them note. Does anyone have questions on anything, or have questions on the current incentive for consultants this month? There isn't anything yet for PCs, but I'm thinking maybe mid-month they might release something. The biggest thing is that I'm telling you guys, this 3,500 district manager thing is insane. You probably don't even need a PC incentive. Like this is crazy. That's, I think, finding a little over 10 people to get healthy and you're a district manager, where typically that would take, a lot longer than 1 month. But does anyone have questions on that?
I have a quick question, Ken.
Yeah.
So, as far as like free gift and free shipping goes this month, it's 250 QV orders. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's back to the same. So if they get like an RE9 skincare set, or maybe they do a smaller skincare set, like the Calm, this new Super Calm, and they add in some strawberry protein and Fizz and stuff like that, as long as it says 250 QV before their discount, they will get free shipping and a free gift. Any PCs that hit 150 QV, they're not getting a free gift, but they'll still get free shipping. So that's always good to know. That's why you guys, when I sign up, everyone's usually paying retail if they're not spending 150, because the value in like, you know, I try, like, let's say they get to 80 bucks. Well, by time they pay 80 bucks retail plus $7.95 shipping and taxes, and they're not getting discounts for the rest of the year. I mean, the value is in, hey, let's add another product or maybe two. Like I'll throw in a chapstick and maybe some fizz or whatever to get you to that 150 QV where they're spending 120 something plus their $29 fee, and then they're getting discounts for the rest of the year. I mean, the value for them and for you is just way better, getting them to that 150.
I have one more question. So I remember last month, Emily was talking about anyone who signs up as an independent consultant. I think it might have started this month. They have to watch like videos and stuff before their account or their website is like.
I think they're working on that. They're working on a new Discover Arbonne. They're working on compliance training, but I know that you guys, when you go to follow Arbonne's Best on Facebook, that probably has way more understandable lingo than even the source. But something that I just did today, again, is I went to my resources, the source, and then I scrolled down for Arbonne's Best. And then you have to click on protecting your business. And then it's frequently asked questions. And a lot of the questions a lot of people are having are right there. And they're adding to that every single day. So 2 days ago when I looked, I think it was 1.5 pages long. Now it's almost 3 pages long. So it's really giving you guys, like, if you have a gray area, just go to that and you'll be able to stay updated on everything. So I think everything's getting a lot better. We're always getting updates on the MVP page too. Go away. I'll be done in a second. You can take this. Yeah, you can use it. Okay, any other questions about this month's incentive?
Yeah, just for like other countries, how do I figure out, is that on the source too? I haven't been able to find it, but okay.
Yeah, are you for I love when you raise your hand on here. I love it, Allie. You're so
I like it too.
funny. So are you talking about consultant?
Yeah, like do they have to do 3,500 for district as well? I have a girl from Canada on here now, and so I'm just asking that question just to make sure.
Canada is usually pretty similar. And actually, if you want to add her to, if you search in, I might have to add you first. I think you might be able to invite yourself, and Valerie Edwards can approve you. But it's ENVP Valerie Edwards Success Line. Because she has a pretty big team in Canada, she has an NVP in Canada. She posts like Canada pricing, US pricing, like when things come out. So you can take everything right from there, which is super nice. Have them follow Canada Arbonne on Instagram, because they'll be sharing that stuff there. And then for me, like when I had Alicia in Australia, we just really worked together. She went to the source for basically everything, and then she had a few questions she couldn't really find, and I just dug a little bit deeper and was able to find it for her. But I think Canada's pretty easy because I think they're pretty similar on everything. So yeah, good question.
There's no for the like fast track promos this month. There's no like sponsoring minimum. It's just QV, right?
I think you need a sponsor too, I want to say.
Oh, okay. So
it'll be on that graphic.
okay.
Yeah. So it'll say all the requirements in like fine print. Like to do the AM thing for 15,000, you need to have promoted. You needed to at least be a district.
Okay.
Yeah. So someone couldn't just come into it, do 15,000 and be an area manager. They'd have to promote to district first the previous month. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So I think I wanted to go over something with you guys that I honestly feel like we're only going to be like 3 or 4 more minutes, guys, but I feel like I need to ask more often, especially of my new consultants. So if you've been in this business for a month or longer, because if you're new, you probably just wrote your why like 2 weeks ago, but if you have not revisited your why, I challenge you guys to go back to that, your 21 reasons why, and write them again. Because I guarantee you it's changed. And if it hasn't changed, you should be reading more personal growth. So I want you guys to really ask yourself, how has your why changed? If it's been in the last couple of months you've been in the business, maybe it's been a year, 2 years, whatever it is, I'm somebody that, and we've heard this on so many SoundCloud trainings to always be revamping your why. And that's so true. Mine looks completely different than it did when I started this business because I'm a completely different person. So, and then I also want to challenge you guys to really, really focus on your purpose. Honestly, what is your guys' purpose? And that's something that I had been probably in the business for a year before I even knew what it was. And then when you're able to figure out your purpose, you're able to kind of match Arbonne being the vehicle to live that out, because I guarantee you nobody's purpose in this call is Arbonne. It's not. So you all have one. You were born with one. But I want you guys to challenge yourselves to really discover that and know that it might not click overnight, but I will tell you that being plugged in, being around people, helping yourself be included and stuff like this, finding a sideline sister, maybe they're not on your team, but maybe it's Alyssa and Sophia, or, somebody who you're able to connect with. Because for me, I didn't discover my purpose on my own. Actually, Molly did. And I want you guys to know that it might not be you that discovers it, but when you're around people who speak the same lingo and want the same out of life and want the best out of life for you, they might see something in you that's like, have you ever thought about doing this? Or have you, so for me, she just said, this is a vehicle for me for ministry and just to help people know that they're loved and enough. And, grace is so real, and that everybody has it, and just so many things. But I like Arbonne gets me excited because I know what my purpose is. Yeah, hang on, honey. You can use my Arbonne glass. Go get some more. I put it in the kitchen. Okay. Go get some more. Okay. So something that she said talking about purpose on the call is our purpose has to progress or our passion is lost. And I love that, because if your purpose isn't progressing, not that means you have to know it right now, but if it's not at least progressing, if you're not progressing every day to figure out what that purpose is, you're going to eventually lose passion. Because that's what we're called to do. Every single one of us is called to walk in our purpose. And that will be the thing that fills our cup the most, and that makes us so excited and joyful and passionate, is when you're walking in that. And I truly believe that people discover that through community. I truly believe that. So when you don't know your purpose, it's exhausting. And when you do, it's exhilarating. And so it's something to always, every day, work towards. And it might be a SoundCloud call. It might not even be Arbonne. I'm saying anything, a podcast, a personal growth book, something where, and there's been so many stories like this in Arbonne and outside of Arbonne, where they hear a one-liner and their life is forever changed because it clicks. And so always be on the search for that one-liner, for that moment where that all clicks. I'll never forget mine. I was sitting in the car outside of my apartment, in my car. And that changed everything for me. It changed my entire business, changed my entire life. So, like I said, someone else might recognize your purpose for you. That's why it's so important to be around good people, right? Good people. That's so powerful. And then also I loved when she said Dana Collins, she actually spoke at the Oklahoma retreat, which I'm going to get you guys the information for. It's Chris and Amy Weilert's. They're huge. They love horses. So they do a fundraiser for like horses and everything. It's super cool. But, it's in Oklahoma City. I think they're shooting for August 7th. It's the beginning of August. And last year it was Cecilia Stoll, Peyton Scheibner. I mean, awesome leaders. But the best thing is it's like 300 people. So it's really, really small, where you get to have that one-on-one experience with some of those awesome people in Arbonne. So I plan on just like all carpooling and going. The tickets last year, I think, sold out in like an hour or two. So I've actually been like keeping up to date with Chris, like, hey, do you guys know, he's figuring out the hotel and stuff, like hotel arrangements, blocking rooms. But I want as many people as we can to go to that because it's so awesome. So anyway, Dana Collins, she was in Maui with Sarah Wilson, and she had everybody go into the pool. Everyone had their cute swimsuits on, their makeup done, their fun earrings and fun sun hats or whatever. And Dana Collins just said, are you all in? And it was the point where they were kind of up to like their shoulders in water. And she said, and I don't know why this makes me cry every time she shares this part. It just like makes me cry because I think it's because Sarah starts crying. But she says, "Are you all in?" And then she says, "No." Like, I mean, head in the water, mascara running, weave coming out, like extensions flopping everywhere, whatever. Are you guys all in? Like, all in? And y'all, I will tell you, as your leader, I have been all in since November. And I'm a little tired, but I'm walking in my purpose, so it doesn't feel exhausting. It's so exhilarating. It is so exhilarating. And to see everybody on this team excited again about life, or having hope, or having amazing friendships, or this awesome community, no matter what gets thrown our way, right? This is just something that we get to lean in. When seasons of down come, you lean in, because painful pruning, you have to have, pruning, you have to have it. And so I know that every single one of every girl on this call is going to be here next year as NVPs. And we're going to say, y'all, we got through some not some enjoyable things, and we prevailed because we stuck together. We leaned on one another. We figured out a way, and we did it. We did it. That will be a part of our story. Nobody wants to hear an easy story. Sorry, they don't. Like, nobody wants to hear that. They want to hear real, head in the water, mascara running, those type of stories, because those are the ones that are inspirational. So I love you guys. Anything else anyone wants to say, questions, and we're going to wrap up. Mission 400 lives changed starts yesterday. I think we've sponsored 11. We've served 11 people so far, but the sales build is running, so I'm thinking we're way past that. We won't know an update on that until probably tomorrow. Your numbers will probably update. I would just not even worry about it the rest of the night. Just check tomorrow. And then it's out there. And then your promotions will update in the site too between the 8th and the 10th. You should get an email for your leadership check. So if you're a district manager or higher, you're getting paid on what your team's doing. That should come between the 6th and the 8th. Sometimes it comes a day or two early. So just be on the watch out for that. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in, being present and showing up. I will get the recording to you guys as well so you can share it with your teams. But you guys, let's go. Let's kill it. Let's do this thing. Love you guys.